This morning we are doing a walk near Parton. It's about 7 miles from Castle Douglas in the southwest of Scotland. There is parking close by. Lochken Holiday Park is here as well. There's static caravans, tents, and they take motorhomes. It's not a long walk, only 1 mile. It's called the Parton Path. The Parton Heritage Trail. As you can see, we've had a little bit of snow. The path goes along the road for a little bit, and then it turns up into the fields and right up to the top of the hill where there is a good lookout point. It's not a strenuous walk, or is it? Nice relaxing walk, just a pair of sturdy shoes, and then there's nothing challenging really. The path is well laid out and clear. And there's the parking area again. Lochken on the opposite side of the road. You don't have to pay to park here, it's free parking. We've turned away from the road, starting to go up the hill. We've seen quite a few different birds already. Robin?
I mean, you always think there's so little, and yet there's so much. There's been a whole lot of female pheasant. We've been surprised by a couple of male pheasant flying right across us. A couple of pigeons. What pigeons are those?
Wood pigeon, I think.
Wood pigeons.
Red kites flying.
Yep.
Great tits.
Lots of robin. Say robin.
I did.
Because there were so many. Said it twice. Lots of them.
Okay. Lovely big tree up in the field.
No, it's beautiful, eh? Beautiful. You've got to get out. I wonder if we'll see a deer.
Maybe higher up when we go into the forest area. Where we're walking now, it is quite open. Yes, it's a red kite. But a little bit further on, you in between trees, which is lovely. And then you get to a rocky outcropping right at the top where we'll sit and... Did you bring the tea?
I did.
Good, we'll have tea and warm up. I'm trying to get the kite, but I don't think I'm succeeding. Huh? Well, it was here now, but I'm trying to get it on camera, I couldn't find it.
I don't think we've been close enough for that.
Anyway, maybe it's on, I couldn't see it now. We are starting to climb a bit now. Not too bad, but if you're unfit like me, a few rest spots is not to be denied.
course we're looking really carefully for any deer and bird, so we ensure that there are lots of rest stops.
Good for you. We did see a deer, but it moved away into the tree so quickly I could never get it on video. I think we think fallow deer, but not sure. It had a big white spot on its rump.
Right, gonna go in here.
Is there even a path? This wee arrow says straight.
Trust me, there's a road right over here.
Oh no, Mark. You know, trust me and then you get us lost. Is this where we went up the last time? Yeah. Oh well. Mark is known for having shortcuts, or finding all these shortcuts, and sometimes they do not work out the way as we planned.
We always have really good adventures, lots of good stories, and we see things we would never have seen otherwise. Follow me.
Okay, on we go. At least there's a path. Oh, all right, I recognize this now. We went up this uphill.
I know, that's why this time we're going left, because we've never been left before.
No, but that looks too far.
No, it's just going to work around the hill. It'll come up there.
I'm tired just looking at the hill.
I know, which is why we're not going to do that.
Yeah, but you have to go up some stage.
Yeah.
Oh.
First pain is what it's about.
I'm like a sheep. I'm just following, irrespective. But the scenery is nice. Green algae, or moss, not algae. Moss on the trees and on the broken down wall and the stones. And then the light dusting of snow. It's really attractive. And apart from me talking, it's really quiet. It's good to get out for our daily exercise, because you must only leave your house to go somewhere to have a walk or a run or a cycle. So this is our exercise for the day. I'm sure you're going the wrong way.
It's going down, but we can investigate.
Oh.
Otherwise I'll cycle up here one day and
No, you were so confident with your adventures. So carry on, Columbus.
I've got drink and food.
What food? We've got half a packet of crisps. We're not going to survive very long on that. Anyway, they say it's not the destination, it's a journey, so we're on the journey. I'll follow him for a while. Oh, so we've climbed quite a bit. I'm tired. All right, I think are we almost at the viewpoint?
We always hope we're almost at the viewpoint, but we never are. No, I don't think we're far off.
Not never are. We must get there.
No, there's a way to climb still.
Oh no. The blue sky contrasting with the green moss is beautiful. A little bit of snow.
I just love it in winter because all the greenery is just stripped back and you've got your contrasts. You can actually see the trees running quite deep. It's beautiful.
Okay, onwards.
And upwards.
And upwards. Lots of fallen trees. But I'm sure they give shelter and habitat to lots of animals, maybe birds, insects. It's really quiet. Don't you love these trees? They are green. In summer they're green because of leaves, in winter they're green because of moss. I think they never really lose the moss.
No.
I can't remember.
I was going to say
I think they do have it in summer. They always have moss.
I was going to say they're green in summer and winter, but you just notice it more now. Remember, somewhere up here there's a little motte, a little hill court. I'm always looking for little dips and lines.
Where did you hear? Oh,
down on that board. They say at the top there are two.
I didn't read it today. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Walker's flattened out now. It's really pleasant. A little bit of leaves crunching underfoot. Small amount of snow or little ice crystals.
It's up there, I think.
What?
The top.
Oh, alright. I thought you saw something interesting.
Everything
Like a deer. Oh, for every uphill there's a downhill.
See, remember I said a join. This is it. There's the path we used to following there.
Oh, is that where you would have come up?
Yeah.
Alright.
So now we know where this little track goes.
So you're not so directionless as I thought.
No, I'm totally directionless, but not totally clueless.
So he says, I'll whisper that.
Yeah, remember when you walked up here? In summer this is totally different. I mean, everything is just covered with a blanket of green, and then there's this big belt, like a big cavern here. You remember it? It's like an auditorium almost.
When was it? In April, the bluebells are out, so that is nice as well.
Beautiful. But you remember walking up?
I do.
Yeah. So standing here, this was always the path that I wonder where it goes. And I thought it connected down there. The only thing we found extra is there's another little branch that goes off to the left. That's going to be fun to walk down.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, you don't have to explore little paths. You always have these to follow, which make it easy. Shows you where to go.
I got you here.
You did? And we saw a lovely
Little dam.
small pond. Yeah, just a accumulation of rainwater, which was nice. I did put a photo on. I took a photograph of it.
Okay.
Okay.
You can just imagine cycling up here. I'm going to be totally finished by the time I get to the top.
Oh, good luck to you.
Coming down will be fun.
I think you can go around. You don't have to come around. You can go around past that house that was for sale that I liked, and then join the tar road and then come out on the other side of Parton.
So before Parton there's a right turn. I can take that all the way to the top here, and I can keep going into the forest and then work our way back to this top point and come down here. That'll be the easiest and the most fun.
There are so many options where you can walk, where you can cycle. There's absolutely no reason to be bored when you're in Scotland. There's just so much to see, and the outdoor access code is wonderful. We are on private land, privately owned land, but you have a right of access. Don't abuse it, close all the gates properly. The farmers do have sheep or cows, and take all your litter home. It's a privilege, not a foregone conclusion that you must or can walk.
Look, this is the worst that lockdown has been, and yet we're out. There are no people. We're absolutely loving it, as do many others. Okay, let's get this last bit done. Rose here.
Okay, we've reached like the top of one hill. We're going up towards the viewpoint. It's difficult to get a shot without the sun, because in winter the sun doesn't really get very high in the sky. Still nice. If you were a little bit bigger, you could block out the sun for me. I give him grief all the time, but I do love him.
Ah, look at this.
Wow.
Oh.
Beautiful, eh?
How about that?
Aye, it is. I don't know how clear the mountains in the distance will be, covered with snow. Those mountains are the Galloway Forest Park, where there are also many walks that you can do. Oops. There was the information board here that tells you what is what. I can clear it off. Frost. So this is where we're standing now, is the Loch Ken River Dee Glen Laggan viewpoint. Like just below, straight below, will be the Galloway Sailing Centre. The Loch Ken Marina is there somewhere. Bennon Hill. Mossdale Village is somewhere in the mountains there. The wood in front of us is Glen Laggan Wood. And towards that side is the Kendi Marshes. Screel Hill is in the distance. So on a really clear day, probably in summer it will be best when the sun is higher, you can really see all those landmarks. But winter has got its special charm. Getting some tea. What is a ginger? Ginger and lemon.
It's green tea with ginger.
So that's going to be welcome to sit on top here, just have a look at the view, enjoy it, and enjoy a warm cup of tea. Great.
It's yours.
You can get the crisps out as well.
They are.
It's a nice thing about walking. You slog uphill and then you get a bit of a reward.
Yeah, it makes it all worth it, eh?
Oh.
I mean, why would you want to sit inside? Yeah, you've got to get out once a week. Got to get out.
Or more if you can.
Yeah. Anyway, why don't you have a sip and tell everyone what nice tea I make?
I'll go now. I'll take it now. Really good view from up here. And the really good news is after this it's all downhill, back to the car. We've had our tea, quick snack, now we're on the way back down. This path just circles around the top of the hill, we think, so we'll probably in the front get back to the road that we went up on. There are little birds fluttering around, but I'm sure you won't see them. Everything seems so quiet, but there is quite a bit going on. There are quite a few birds around.
Just come and look at this. The little shoots preparing.
They're getting ready for spring.
There you go. Yeah, look at it, eh? All here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, we're 2/3 through winter. It's true. Almost the end of January, just February to go. March is spring.
Right. There you go. Correct as always. And here you can see also getting ready.
Starting to sprout, or what would you call it?
I don't know, but you can see them.
There's another wee bird. Probably a robin. Make sure you pack your binoculars when you go walking. They do come in handy. Some of these birds are so small and they're not very keen on sitting quite close to you. Or perching, not sitting. So a good pair of binoculars is something Mark always packs. I sometimes forget mine. I didn't today.